You're listening.
Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't trying to go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace. Welcome back to the Urban X podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. And as you can see, we're a little late.
And I am
unprepared. Right?
I am literally unprepared.
But we're here. Thank you guys for joining us. Hope everybody had an amazing weekend.
Yes.
How was your weekend?
Weekend was good, man. Weekend was real good, real productive. Real all those things that I like it to be.
Same here.
You know what I mean? So no complaints here. Again, like I said, I think everything is going smooth. I'm multitasking.
Yeah, as you can see, he's something he should have been doing, prior to. I don't know what he was doing. We know who's not going to get employed in the month.
I was getting ready to say, but it's still early. It is still early in the month.
These 7 days a real weekend,
I still can do something.
I don't know, man.
Very heroic.
Thank you guys for joining us. I see Raleigh, North Carolina. I see Vegas in the building.
Oh, Vegas is in the building.
I gotta hit Vegas, man. Naptown in the building.
Yeah, I gotta hit Vegas too.
I hope you guys who signed up for our text message and got their message.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Some people just notified me that they got their message, so that's what's up. I'm happy about that.
But if you didn't receive a text message, that means that you are not lined up.
That means you didn't opt in, right? You signed up, but you have to actually opt in so we can send you back messages.
Now I'm going to get real Hollywood on you. Welcome to the show, to everybody.
Oh my God.
Who's here with us?
Oh my God!
You know, just shout some people out. Let everybody know.
Oh my God!
We're good. Yeah.
For the people who are listening right now in their cars and things like that, it might sound like you just hopped in on the middle of a show, and that's because you did. That's because my father's unprepared.
Unprepared today, but we are here. You are there. We are glad that this is happening. A very slow week.
Oh, the weekend, nothing happened.
Not a lot of things popping off.
Yeah, nothing really happened.
And I hate to be like, come on, fuck somebody up.
Yeah.
Do some nigga shit.
Yes.
I need headlines.
Yeah.
But that's the way news works. Police officers hope you commit crime.
Right. Funeral directors
hope people die.
Facts, yes.
Doctors hope people get sick.
Yeah.
They don't come out directly and say that.
True.
Firefighters hope that there are fires.
Right, yeah.
Because you wouldn't need them. Like one time I dropped a piece of paper in the subway. Pick that shit up. Homie, that's job security, homie. I just secured your job, nigga.
You're welcome.
You know, so it's it's a real finicky thing.
Yes.
On how we claim we want things to stop, but we need things to continue.
That's a fact. Somebody said, how do I contact you about my subscription? info@urbanx.nyc. And if you would like to sign up, because right now we're having a sale.
We are.
28 for 28 Black History Month sale. Right?
Yeah.
So 28% off everything in the entire shop. ShopUrbanX.com. And if you want an extra 5%, which brings that to an Illuminati 33%.
Illuminati 33.
Text 917-810-3077.
810-3077.
Got that right.
Text that number. Text Urban X to that number.
Yes. And you'll get...
And then we'll give you a code.
Yes.
And then you can take that code on the checkout.
For extra 5%.
For extra 5%. So basically, it's 33%. You can get this. You can get that.
Yeah.
We got some new hats. We're going to display a little later.
Yeah.
Put one on for you.
That's right.
We keep building up the brand.
Yes. Is there an after show tonight? There will be an after show
tonight. There will be an after show tonight.
Somebody said I screwed up and re-bought a subscription. Somebody else did that too.
No worries.
I'll cancel. Get your money back.
No worries.
Somebody
You speak to a supervisor.
Yeah.
Why not keep two? You have two family members. Yes. You might want to watch your family member. This is supervisor. Don't.
If you have any questions, info@urbanx.nyc. I just gave somebody back their money because they had a whole other subscription and they were getting charged back in April. No, back in October. I'm lying. Back in October.
Oh, jeez.
So I got all their money back.
Man, that was a sweater, a hat.
Yeah, that's cool. Like I'm not.
Thought y'all changing my card, charging your card 4 times.
And email us and we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out, bro.
I've never heard of that. Did you buy 4 times?
Yeah, we've never heard of that. Because we don't manually just be charging you.
Yeah.
That's an automated system. Yeah. But we will take good care of it.
info@urbanx.nyc.
Because we ain't gonna have that. You ain't gonna be talking about us in these urban streets.
Yeah, I do not need I don't need the new scammer tag. I don't need none of that, man.
Shout out brother Rich from Black Magic 363.
Yes, that was a good one.
You know what I'm saying?
That was a good one.
I was able to get on his show and just kind of, we talked about some things.
That was a good one.
Really good show. Me and Rich always have good energy anyway. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I appreciate the support because the Urban X Nation was in there in the chat heavy. Came through. And, Doc still, I could put it in. You know what I'm saying? I could put it in.
All right, so let's get started, man.
Ooh, let's get started.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Now, do you want to get to the headline stories, or do you want to start addressing some stuff a little early?
No, let's just get some stuff out of the way first.
Okay, cool.
Let's do a little house cleaning. You know how we do here.
Okay.
Every now and then, we have to do a little bit of house cleaning in reference of our position, our opinions, what it is that we're here to do.
That's a fact.
Right? So my theme, you want me to go first?
You go ahead. Yes, you go ahead.
All right, my theme for today is follow the money. And I think it's important because what I'm noticing is a lot of our people, we get caught in these emotional tirades because people pull us in, and they pull us in with videos. They pull us in with trigger words. They pull us in with all these little things, and they get us emotionally charged. When in reality, if you just remove the emotion and follow the money, it would all make sense. You know what I mean? Right. So I want to address first, again, we have to stop falling for the okie doke. We have to stop falling for the, hopamine. We have to stop falling for the token victories. We have to stop falling for them giving us a hero in which we vicariously channel our energy into, and in channeling our energy into that person, we feel that this person is standing up for justice. And on the surface, it may look that way. Now, truth is a weird thing because we have been dealing with so much trauma as black people in our lives that we don't care about the truth no more. We just want to side with blackness because that's what it is. And on the surface, that's cool, but it becomes very uncomfortable when the obvious, situation is that it's a little deeper than that.
I agree.
Right? So I was in a spirited conversation with a sister on YouTube in the comment section. Beautiful sister. We had a very spirited conversation.
I like the way you use spirited conversation.
Yeah,
we had full blown.
Yeah, well, it was spirited. We didn't cross any lines or get disrespectful. That's what I mean by spirited, because it just engages great conversation. And it was about India Irie.
Yes.
And her stance. You know what I mean? And as the sister, was telling me, based on my comments, I can tell you didn't go to her Instagram page to see what, in what, context that India Irie was taking this stand against Joe Rogan. So I went to the Instagram because, she led me there, and it made it worse.
Yes.
Did not make it better. It made it worse, actually, because India Irie came out and she said, I want all of my music removed from Spotify because of Joe Rogan. And then she said, watch this. And then she went down and she played, it was real media-like. Yeah, that's a trigger. All these little snapshots of Joe Rogan, nigger, 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 nigger. And that, first of all, if you are still offended by the word nigger, by white people in any capacity, you really got work to do on yourself. There's nothing a white person can say to me that's going to get me riled up. What am I, 12? Don't answer that. But what I mean is, if we haven't moved past the point that trigger words stir us up, then we still have a long way to go. And sometimes my conversation is in the assumption that we have moved past that. So, but sometimes, as you see, I will try to make things as rudimentary as possible because we still have a lot of literal people or people who think from a literal standpoint. So she triggers us up with the nigger, 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 as if this racist, because he probably a fucking racist, who can't look like a Neanderthal. Why are we shocked that somebody would say the word nigger? Then she turns right around, right after she says that. And then she says, because he's being paid $100 million, and I am being paid 0.3%. Now, wait a minute. Is it Uchi Wally?
Or is it one mic?
Or is it one mic?
Yes.
Is this about the integrity of the word nigger and you feel you were violated, or was it about the money? Then she doubles down and says, well, shit, we're the ones who paying his salary. We should be getting more of that money. So it begs me to differ. Was this, if India Irie, and I want to be clear, I love India Irie.
I do too.
I love her music. She's a beautiful sister, all of that. Was it about him saying nigger, or was it just about that you're not being paid what he's being paid? If India Irie, and you got to be honest with yourself right now, if India Irie was being paid $25 million from Spotify, I doubt some white man that she don't know, who has no bearing on her personal existence, would matter what the fuck he had to say. Follow the money. Then she turned around and said, I didn't do it for clout or any of that. And that's maybe true, but you got 958,000 subscribers on your Instagram. So that means if you post something in the Irie, there's chances that it could get out. So I want you to be clear. Her taking her music off of Spotify is low-hanging fruit because, as she clearly stated, I'm not being paid. And I'll be damned if I'm not being paid and this white man is being paid all of this, and he called me a nigger. He went through a whole apology, and he made it worse for himself. Just my humble opinion.
I agree.
Right? He just doubled down and tripled down, and the shit got worse. But if we are in a stage where we are still appalled or shocked that white people consider us niggas and apes, then we have just a long, long way to go. And I wanted to put that out there because I'm not emotional. If you're going to come at me from an emotional standpoint, you're going to lose every time, because I'm just looking at this shit from a logical standpoint and analyzing data that is being given. If you allow people to talk long enough, they will tell you what their true intentions are. I'm not done.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm not done.
Keep cooking.
I'm going to keep cooking a little bit. Brian Flores,
Okay.
the coach, right? He is the one, first of all, who called himself the Rosa Parks
Right.
of
The NFL.
the NFL, and he threw a whole bunch of other names in there. That was to trigger you during the month of Black History Month so that you can associate what he's doing with something bigger than himself.
Yes.
Right? Now, then if you pay very close attention, his grievance against the Denver Broncos, that happened in 2019. When he had and felt he went to a meeting and they disrespected him, why didn't he make a grievance with the union then, at that particular point? Why didn't he say, I was being treated bad and I'm filing a complaint? You know why? Because he wasn't a coach yet. And he didn't have nothing to lose, no money involved. Right? When his own owner last year, not this year, last year, asked him to tank ball games for $100,000, why didn't he just say, I need to go make a grievance about this because this is unethical, the shit is wrong? He didn't do that. You know why he didn't do that? Because he still had a job. Now, when he got the text messages from Bill Belichick, the oops text messages that fuck, where was he headed when he was getting that message?
To New York.
To do what?
For an interview.
For an interview for what?
Job.
For a fucking job. Yeah. So he still was in the mix. It wasn't until he realized he wasn't going to get that job that all of these things now become a problem. That's all I'm simply saying. When you want to know about the unknown, you study the known. Follow the money. When he had a 7-game win streak, if the Miami Dolphins called him and said, we don't need to see no more, let's extend this. $25 million, 4 years. Do you think at this specific moment he would say, no, I'm not taking that $25 million because there's a bigger cause. I'm the Rosa Parks of... No. Let's stop with the bullshit. The shit is about money, but you get triggered because we have so much built-in trauma of everything we've been through that we just want to see black people win. And I have no problem with that. Even if it was just about money, I have no problem. But don't lure us in from an emotional standpoint. The Colin Kaepernick was the same exact shit. Follow the money. Before he got to the NFL, young black men were being killed and shot down by the police. When he had the starting position at the height of his career, when he was running back throwing touchdown, black men were being gunned down in the street. There was no kneeling involved. Why not?
Right.
It wasn't until what? He lost his job. Oh, now I want to activate activism. Why do we always want to activate activism after we get fired from a position? Follow the fucking money. When you want to know about the unknown, you study the known. And we told you about this Colin Kaepernick shit. And you bombed us. And now, where's he at today? Where's the activism now? So we have to stop falling for the symbolic. And they likened him to Muhammad Ali.
They did.
Even showing him in Africa with African garb. They try to recreate a picture of Muhammad Ali with little African kids running around. They selling you hopamine all the time. All the time while he was activating, he still was being paid by Nike.
The entire time, yeah.
The whole fucking time. Let's keep that in mind.
Who's also paying, Trump's people.
Yeah. So let's keep all of these things in mind, right? Now, follow the money. Neil, what's his name? Neil Young?
Neil Young, yes.
The Neil Young guy,
yes.
He sold his catalog to who?
Hypnosis, who is owned by BlackRock.
Who's owned by BlackRock, and sitting on the board of BlackRock
CEO of Pfizer.
Is the CEO of Pfizer. I'm going to say that again. Neil Young, who put this big campaign on about stopping Joe Rogan. His music is sold to BlackRock, and sitting on the board of BlackRock is the CEO of Pfizer.
And I didn't know this either, But he told his fans, because it's somebody else that left Spotify as well, who's owned by whose music is owned by Hypnosis and Black Rock, so on. They are telling their people to go to Amazon Music. Amazon posted big pictures of them on their home screens and everything like that. Amazon's owned by Jeff Bezos and things. There was an article put out by the Washington Post telling people how to leave Spotify and bring their music over to Amazon. You know who owns the Washington Post as well?
Oh,
Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos.
It goes so many different ways.
So you're being caught.
Yes.
The point I'm trying to make is, brothers and sisters, I'm all about true activism, not theoretical activism. And no nigga, no one dude is going to bring down the NFL. And I'm not talking on some coon shit. Y'all can't take down Master too strong. It's not what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you in one day how they can bring down the NFL. First of all, the NFL caught their own owner, Robert Kraft, with his nuts out. Literally, being tickled by an Asian lady. He's still the fucking CEO. So this is a conglomerate. But since we're talking activism, if every black player, not in the whole NFL, that's going to play in the Super Bowl this Sunday.
Oh, facts. Whoa.
Decided we're not playing. If every entertainer, Jay-Z and Dr. Dre and all that, said we're not singing. If every gospel singer who's going to sing, lift every voice and sing, because it's Black History Month, you know they're going to throw that shit in there.
Right, gotcha.
Just them alone said, we are not playing on Sunday for the Super Bowl. Do you know by Monday it will be a hellstorm in the NFL? Now that's what I call true activism. Not one man who got you roped in your emotions because the NFL is racist. The NFL has been racist. The NFL has always, your job is fucking racist. Why is this some big thing now that we can't process? Because some hillbilly Neanderthal named Rogan, and that's not why we talk about him on our show, which obviously is going over most of your heads.
Oh my God.
But we'll get to that later. That one act is true activism. The NFL was shut down immediately because it's 80% black people. It's a 53-man roster. That's got to be 40 players per team.
Yeah.
Right? Dr. Dre and all of them out, it will collapse in one day. Now, the NFL just hired a black coach.
Yes.
And now, why do you think they did that?
Well, because bad PR right now, right?
Bad PR.
Bad PR.
And we want to demonstrate. See, he should have waited.
Yeah, he should. Somebody said that. Somebody said
he should have waited until
after the hiring
season, because 2 or 3 more black coaches
Yes.
or an exec might get hired just to negate what it is he's trying to do.
Yeah.
And just my for the record, I said he had a white wife. Somebody said she's Latino. I looked her up. Her last name was Duncan, and it said her heritage is white. So maybe I blew that. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to admit that. So that's a lot of rant. And now I'm going to turn it over to Malcolm. You get yours off.
Well, the only thing I was kind of just watching this weekend that kind of angered me, it really made me tired, was the fact that we as a people were falling for the okie doke just once again, right? For the record, I'm going to say this so everything I say after this is not followed by, but, okay, for the record, I do not think, nor do I agree with him saying the word nigga in any context, in any capacity, okay? Get that out the way.
Right.
However, what I will say is, if you didn't see that they were trying to shut his podcast down for the COVID misinformation, for his quote-unquote politics and things like that, that did not work. And then they said, oh, look, he's saying nigga. And mind you, they brought the same video out, and those people who created that video are part of a Democratic super PAC that brought that video, compiled that video together once he said he was voting for Bernie Sanders during that election.
Gotcha.
Right?
Yeah.
They didn't like that. They put that video out to discredit him. If it worked, it worked. If it didn't, it didn't. If you care about it, whatever, right? You made the point before that word should not anger you to the point anymore, in my opinion, to the point where it affects your life. It should not affect your life. What he says should not affect your life. We should be adults enough to kind of discern what information to take from somebody and what to not take from somebody, right? These are the same people, and I want you to understand, right? The people who are, telling you to disavow Joe Rogan and stuff like that are the same people who told you to vote for Joe Biden.
Did you see his video?
He has videos saying the same thing. He's done more. Listen, Joe Biden in his political career has done more harm to black people than that 3-minute clip of Joe Rogan saying nigga. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Do I have any disagreements?
No, not for me.
Crime bill, crack laws.
Yeah, crime bills, crack laws. He don't want his kids affiliating with jungle people. I mean, the list goes on. He did the eulogy at a KKK member's funeral. On and on. Yep.
So they have the same amount of videos of the Young Turks. The left leaning news corporation saying nigga the same amount. It's in the same context or whatever. And again, I didn't say it was right. Howard Stern, who people love because remember he talks about the vaccine like it is liquid gold, right?
Yes.
So are they bringing up his videos of blackface, calling somebody a nigga, talking about Whoopi Goldberg? No, they're not doing that, right? And what you're seeing is a political fight between Democrats and Republicans that have nothing to do with us.
Absolutely.
The same thing with the Kyle Rittenhouse case where they tried to get you upset that he killed 2 white people. And they tried to make it a black thing. It has nothing to do with you. Nothing at all. And I don't understand how people are not seeing the same game every single time. Same play. Like literally, quarterback is going to the coach is going like this. Run again. Mm-hmm. And everybody's getting falling for the same track. So that's all I had to say. I was tired. I was just watching it. People getting angry at nothing essentially. Like I said, follow the money because it all goes to some place that literally does not benefit us in any capacity.
That should be your rule number 1. When you get emotionally charged about something, ask yourself why you emotionally charged about this. If people keep showing you the same videos, they're obviously trying to incite something from you.
You know what? It felt like somebody's playing 3-card Monte. You're watching them, right? So you're watching somebody play 3-card Monte, and then somebody distracts you, then the card gets flipped. So that's what was happening, right? Mm-hmm. So 3-card Monte is happening. They telling you to be mad at. So the government, CNN, and everything, telling you to be mad at Joe Rogan for his misinformation on COVID. Nobody's really caring. Everybody's kind of like whatever, right? Because the government is trying to go to war with Russia and the Ukraine. They're trying to insert themselves into that. They literally said, we got information that Russia is going to plan a false flag operation with crisis actors. Mind you, they just banned Alex Jones off everything for that same type of rhetoric. But they're saying it, right? Yeah. Reporter asked him, what proof do you have? He just said, well, I just told you the proof. He goes, no, you just told us that's what you're going to do.
That's what you're going to do.
What proof do you have? He goes, listen, I don't know what to tell you. Right? That's what happened, right? So the government is trying to go to war. Right, so instead they got you looking here. They got you looking at Joe Rogan, and they said, "Damn, that's not working." They on it. Somebody in the back yells, "Get out my pocket!" Yes. Everybody looks back, and then what happens? We flip the card. So now it is a race issue, and now black people are all invested.
I dropped bomb to that.
Listen. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
And I'm gonna double down. If somebody could say "nigga" to you.
I don't know what to tell you.
And we call them crackers, devils. I call them all kind of shit. That's why I don't get offended if I hear it, because I feel the same way about you, motherfucker. So we in the same, but we shake each other's hand. If you're civil, I'm civil, and we exchange and we do business if we have to. But the truth of the matter is nothing anybody can say. That means I don't know who I am. And I know when nigga comes from you because words have vibration and energy to them. So I know when my man is saying, yo, my nigga was good. And I know when a devil is saying, nigga, what type of energy is behind what he or she is saying. Right? So we have to rise above that. If you're still stuck in that, then you got a problem.
And then my last thing I would say to this is that when we start to look at things from a literal perspective, like real white and black, I think we really missed the point. Mm-hmm. Right? So as you can see, like I literally just said, I don't agree with him saying nigga. Somebody going, how could you defend him? I'm not defending him.
That's exactly what they're gonna do.
I'm not defending him. What I will defend is his right to free speech or whatever, to say whatever he wants to say.
Because that's my right.
Because I want to be able to say
whatever I want to be able to say what the fuck I want to say.
And I'll go further into this as well, right? And this goes into what's happening right now in the world and how this plan to take away your free speech and to take away your rights has been in place for, I would say, like visually, optically, for the last 6 years. And when it goes into this PC culture and how we can say things and how we police language, right? So right now, the truckers in Canada are protesting the mandates and stuff like that in Ottawa. They were raising money on GoFundMe.
Yes.
Right? GoFundMe said, we're shutting down this. They raised $10 million. They shut down and took all the money and then said, we're going to donate this money. We're going to take this money and donate it to charities because the police in Ottawa said that protest is no longer peaceful. It is violent. Right?
Wow.
Mind you, the majority of the videos I've been seeing have been peaceful protests. I saw one person with a Confederate flag and they're in Canada. So like what?
Yeah.
That's somebody being trying to route things up.
Yes, that might be an agent.
Agent provocateur, right?
That could be an agent provocateur.
But tech, government, and media are so intertwined. They can say, we're just going to take this money and do whatever
$10 million. Because do you know what that would have provided for them in terms of resources? So now you can't even crowdfund without the permission of the government.
Right. Now, say Visa, say Stripe, say whatever these companies, PayPal, don't want to process none of the payments that you make because you want to start your own independent thing. Mm-hmm. And they say, nah, we don't like what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. You can't do anything, right? And we just saw a precedence with that with Alex Jones. So now if they do it to your black ass or whoever the hell you support, we did it to Alex. We did that to somebody white.
But see, that's a little bit above people's pay grade. No, I try to tell people the trickle down effect. Stop thinking you're not the target because they're using a white piece on a chessboard to make it seem like it's not fucking racist. That's racism. And first of all, racism is a social construct. If you are still affected by that, that doesn't mean racism doesn't exist. It is a social construct put in place to keep you distracted on bullshit while the elite move, about as they move. You're gonna have to rise above racism.
Yo, you know what? The Pete Buttigieg, he was calling for Delta. Well, Delta was calling for the government to add people who don't wear masks on their flights, or be unruly, to add them to a no-fly list.
Like a terrorist.
Right. So now, then that becomes too unruly. That can be anything. That could be, this black person looked at me funny and I feel unsafe. You're unruly. Now you're on a no-fly, and that's domestically.
And you know how black people get like, what the hell? As soon as we raise our octave, like, excuse me, I didn't do nothing. You really... Get off the plane. Now you can't fly.
It's so many things happening right now, and you're worried about a podcaster. You're worried about a white dude saying, like, I can't believe it. And then people are going, well, we cancel black people for less. I don't cancel black people for nothing.
No, I don't cancel black people.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I cancel black people.
You really got to be way out there.
And you have to be, like, really putting black... You have to be really, really, like, against black people for me to really cancel black people. You get what I'm saying? So, that's my thing. You're mad at the wrong stuff. Don't be dumb.
And stop letting them sell you the solo hero fighting against the system. That's an archetype, right? Colin Kaepernick took a knee for you. He did not. Brian Flores is fighting for black coaches.
LeVar Ball is going against the system for us.
Yes. Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X, the list goes on of them selling you an iconic archetype figure that you can channel your energy into. And the truth of the matter is 9 times out of 10, if you follow the money, you'll be surprised on where that leads you. And with that said,
let's take a commercial break.
We're going to take a commercial break, and then we're going to come back and get this thing.
Get to the news.
Yeah, get this thing popping.
Rant over.
I hear someone behind me. It's a woman and 2 children. They're young. My wife is pregnant. I'm in the street like a town, walking with my son. We're going to get supplies.
Supplies for?
For the home and supplies for the animals. Yeah, we took a wagon there. I get to the store and I talk to the shop person what I want. There's an argument in the shop person. He's trying to overcharge me for something. And I refuse. I don't want to pay that much. It's too much. It doesn't make sense. He said, I don't care, nigga. So I grabbed him and I slapped him across the face for calling me. I said, don't you ever talk to me like that again. And I let him go. And I take my supplies and I leave with my son.
Welcome to the 2022 We Are the Gold 10,000 Strong Challenge. The We Are the Gold Challenge is an active demonstration of our power and ability to build wealth, create job and career opportunities, and develop our communities when we come together on one accord and work together with purpose through an intentional commitment to one plan of action. Our goal for the month of February is to give away at least 2,000 gallons of live alkaline water and to get 10,000 or more of our people to commit to purchasing $10 or more of live alkaline water, which is a Black-owned natural alkaline spring water company from a Black-owned family farmland. The first challenge is to purchase $10 or more of live alkaline water. Then post a picture of your purchase on your social media with the hashtags We Are the Gold and Live Alkaline Water. Then find 2 people or more to commit to supporting the cause and joining the challenge. Then text live to the number posted below and share the post.
We are back. We've had a drink of water.
Yes.
We woosad.
Yeah. Yes.
The whole 9 yards.
Yes.
And we are ready to get back to work. Listen, we saw those new commercials in there, Flower of Care, need some insurance, some other stuff. Fellas, I'm going to tell you, I told y'all this a couple of years ago, and I'll tell you again. If you into the Valentine's Day thing, I'm giving you the hack. Always send your lady flowers a week before everybody else does. You know why? Because your flowers, and send a beautiful arrangement. Because the whole office is going to be sweating her. She will have all the attention she wants. You know what I hate seeing? 56 women come out that Friday before Valentine's Day coming home with flowers because you were programmed to tell her you love her on that day. First of all, the whole Valentine's Day, you know the history of it. Yes. But if you are going to do it, this is just a hack. Send her so many flowers that everybody in the office has to stare at hers. Because if they all get flowers on the same day, they not really looking at your flowers, bitch. I mean, I got my own flowers. Yeah, my man's showing he loved me too. That's a hack for you. All right? Don't do what everybody else do. Get off the grid. And then you can still send her something on Valentine's Day, something smaller. You know what I'm saying? Just, here's a few chocolates. Because she has already soaked up the attention, which is what it's really all about. Yes?
Right.
It's really all about attention. She has soaked up all that attention. That one's free. Next one's going to cost you a few dollars.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Helping you youngsters out. You ever play the Trains Crowded with your girl?
What?
You never played the Trains Crowded?
No.
Okay. Your girl is in the kitchen. She's doing the dishes. You come behind her. Trains Crowded. I'm sorry, miss. Miss, this, I'm not trying to do. And the train is going express from 86 to 125th Street. Ooh, girl. So what's your name? Got a husband and all? Because I'm just as uncomfortable as you are. Either I'm happy to see you or that's a shotgun in my pocket. One of the two. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Just trying to get you some little hacks. Keep your relationship.
How you deal with this?
Keep your relationship, you know.
How you deal with this?
No, Train's crowded. Train's crowded. I'm dead ass serious. Train's crowded. Train is crowded. Yeah, just a few hacks. Keep your relationship, you know.
Oh, my God.
Kind of, you know, spicy. yeah, I got a million of them. I got a million of reasons to get behind my wife. It's a million of them.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
So don't forget we have the Black History Month sale going on right now, 28 for 28.
Yeah.
ShopUrbanX.com. Everything on the site is 28% off.
Hand me that hat. Let me kind of get into that.
And if you want an extra 5% off, you can text 917-810.
Text Urban X.
Text Urban X. 917-810-3077.
917-810-3077. This is a little mesh hat we got going on.
Yeah, I like it. Gotta loosen it in the back.
I got to loosen it in the back. It looks crazy on me. Look like I'm ready to get robbed. I definitely look like, he is a merc.
You look like a cop. Yeah, you look like a cop for sure.
Or a cop. Hey, when can we get the drugs? You guys have one drug?
2 weeds.
Can I get 2 weeds, please? Yeah. But this is a dope. It's got our logo on it. It's mesh for our people out in Cal and other places. That's on the site.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can kind of get that. We're going to be rolling out some stuff. We'll keep that out there. We're going to be rolling out some goods for you.
Yes.
We love you guys. We love you guys.
All right.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So the founders of Black Lives Matter, the 3 founders, they have to disclose what they did with $60 million in donations in 60 days by a California judge, or they're going to get their non-fund, their status removed, as not for profit as status removed, and then they're going to have to pay monthly penalties for being in delinquents. So people are obviously feeling like, yo, what the hell did y'all do with all that money? These are questions people have been asking
for a long time. We were asking those questions from the beginning, yeah.
Especially 2020 when those protests were happening, people were just throwing money, and they would never even really specific to what black people they were donating to. They was like, we just donating $20 million to the black community. Whoa, what black community? What cause? And then come to find out they all really kind of funneling their money to Black Lives Matter, which were funneling that money to all Democratic causes and the super PACs.
Because where are they at now? I don't see them in the streets. Young black men are still being gunned down. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
So where are they? It seems like every 4 years now, they will peek their head
if you remember,
during the election season.
I think the leaders, I think they actually all stepped away, if you remember.
You think so?
Yes.
After getting $60 million? I'm going to step down too. But now you're going to have to answer for that, and you can't answer for that because Soros and them was donating that money, taking that money under a cloud and misdirection and using it for something else. And you guys are going to be the fall guy. They're not guys. The fall women.
Yes.
The fall
they might get thrown under the bus for that.
Yeah, they're gonna get thrown under the bus.
And if you guys peep, there's a lot of dissent happening within the Black Lives Matter family tree, right?
Family tree.
The ranks, like Sean King was going at it with DeRay Mackison.
Yeah, saw that.
They were going at it about who started which, and you took over, and it was a black woman who started. It was they going at it. There was another Black Lives Matter chapter member who founded the one in Memphis. She got arrested for illegally voting in Memphis, I believe, something like that.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, it's a lot going on.
It's a lot going on. They're going to get caught holding the bag because you can't hide $60 million.
Yeah.
That is a lot of money. And if it was for black causes, show and prove.
Yeah.
Show us where you put your money. Organizations of this magnitude lack integrity. That's why I say you got to be careful who you give your money to, because white people felt very good just saying that, and it's a tax write-off, that they just wrote money to a black organization, and that money never trickles down to the people who actually need it.
Yes.
And that makes it hard for smaller not-for-profit organizations who really want to help people who are on the ground level to get funding. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because imagine giving us $60 million.
Yes.
What we could actually physically show for that kind of money, and then the one who went to Canada and bought a house, or
yes, I forgot her name, but yeah, DeRay, he's still wearing a blue vest. So what you can see, and you could saw that you could have seen that 5 years ago, right?
He's still wearing the blue vest.
He's still wearing the blue vest. I remember him going to the Oscars, right? He wore a tux and then a blue vest over it. That tells me that activism for them was just a stepping stone for their book deals, their speaking engagements, for their personal brands. His personal brand was This is my blue vest. To the point where they were showing previews of the Planet of the Apes, right? One of them had a vest on.
A vest on.
He thought it was about him, and then they showed a movie, the original Planet of the Apes movie, that was their uniform. So that was just an homage to that, and he thought it was about him. So
yes.
That's how much he thinks his brand was being threatened. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, absolutely.
And then shouts out, rest in peace, Darren Seals. He was like one of the originals from Ferguson who was murdered. Very suspiciously, I might add, with a lot of other original Ferguson protesters. And then they were really on the ground telling you about these Black Lives Matter people, that they came in for photo ops and bounced. They did nothing for Mike Brown's family. They did nothing for this community that was left ravaged, and they left.
And again, that's why my theme was follow the money. So if you saw that the optics of that on TV, you get riled up and emotional. Look at black people on the ground, and then somebody actually there telling you that it was a photo op. Yeah. So you understand it wasn't what you thought it was, but it still reached its goal, which is to keep you in an emotional state. Anybody showing you videos all the time of racist shit or police killings, you have to ask yourself, what's their agenda? Why do you keep showing? What kind of energy are you looking to rile up in me, and for what purpose? Guard your emotions in this day and state. You can't play chess full of emotions, right? Because these people will trigger you. That's what the news is for. This is 101. Mm-hmm. The news and all that is to trigger you, get you emotional, and get you tied up. These kids wearing these goddamn face masks in school is traumatizing, and it's done. The optics of it, everything you see is orchestrated to generate emotion, because anybody in an emotional state is not really thinking properly. So always take a deep breath and really process what's really going on before you get caught into thinking there's some heroes out here for you. You are the hero. Look in the mirror.
Yeah. Speaking about kids, I didn't realize that kids wearing masks in school was such a political chess piece. I thought like it was just kind of like, I didn't realize so many people use that as a, move just for further control, because we going by the quote unquote science, that kids are really less likely to catch it or be seriously ill from it, right?
Yeah.
But they're still required to wear masks in school. So what does that do for a developing brain? To be afraid of people, right? Or to a kid who's just really learning how to speak from their teacher, they can't see their teacher's mouth,
dude,
enunciating the words and things.
Plays a role into
it goes into so many different ways. And then Stacey Abrams, she took a photo op with kids. All the kids had masks on. She had no mask on.
I saw that.
And then people called her out on it, and she made it a race thing. She said, whoa, y'all gonna question me about this during Black History Month? That's crazy. Gavin Newsom, he got called out for not wearing a mask at a game, and then his response was, I wasn't breathing when I took that picture. So
he wasn't breathing.
He said he wasn't breathing.
As if that means that the shit can't get lodged in your nostrils anyway. Whatever.
These masks that the kids are wearing, a cloth mask, which I think we should be at a collective understanding that the cloth mask,
it's symbolic.
Don't do anything. So, what is it for? You know what I mean?
What is it all for?
What is it for?
When I go to a restaurant, if I stand up, I can get the virus. But if I'm sitting down eating, I don't need a mask on, because the coronavirus obviously can't come down that low.
Yeah, but it was a school. I forget what school it was. I think it was Vanderbilt. One of those schools. They serious about theirs. So they said between sips and chews, put your mask back on. Yeah, they were dead serious about that. Yeah,
that's really funny.
So, yeah.
And of course, it's cutting off the oxygen.
That's a fact. Come on.
That's a fact. You're breathing in what you're supposed to be breathing out. That ain't good. That creates the damn autoimmune problems in the first place.
Well, I know in Connecticut, they raised the mask mandates for students. Like the governor said, no more of that. So again, it's being used as a chess piece
in democratic states in particular. And
just like with critical race theory, in those red states that don't want race to be taught around any one of their kids, because they don't want to feel bad about what their ancestors did. So the white governor's gone, we're not going to teach none of that at school, so that's how they're getting votes.
Yeah.
Right? So mask with kids, critical race theory, all these things are just things again to get black people mad and upset and get people just especially for the critical race theory, but it's just a political piece for them.
Yeah, I refuse to partake. Be an observer of everything.
Yeah,
observe it all, but don't put your emotions in that shit. Ain't got nothing to do with you. You supposed to be God.
Yeah.
Shit, damn, my pineal gland is rocking tonight. You see that shit? That shit is like, that shit is activated. Anyway.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
So, the conversation has brought back up again about no-knock warrants because brother named Amir Locke was killed by police in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
I feel like this has always happened there. Right?
Yeah. Condolences. Our condolences to his family, man.
Yes.
But give me the details of this story, bro.
There was a warrant. There was supposed to be a no-knock warrant served because of some investigation that was happening. And from the body cam was 15 seconds. They started shooting at 9 seconds. Right? They walked in. He was asleep on the couch. They kicked the couch. He woke up, had a gun in his hand. They said, raise your hands. They shot him 3 times. And apparently his name was not on the warrant.
Not on the no-knock warrant.
And he was licensed to carry.
And his finger wasn't on the trigger. When they show very close. And this is one of them situations, again, where your fuck up, just call it what it is, cost my son his life.
Yeah.
And what can you tell me when he wasn't a suspect or anything? He had his license. Yeah. He sleep on the couch, and he got his joint with him. That's
because he was woken up in a startle. Somebody's in my house, or somebody just,
Absolutely. So it just begs to make you wonder what's really going on, because my son can't come back now.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then I like it was a black lady who interrupted the press conference. Yes. And she gave it up like, we're not going to turn this into no circus the way y'all normally do. We want a full-fledged investigation, because at one point the officer, as they obviously say, he pointed the gun toward me, and then they said, okay, show us.
Right, so it was, I don't know how many officers was there. The other officer was obviously off frame, and he was pointing the gun at them, so. Yeah, so they just, and it's sad. And because no mother should have to, or father should have to lose their child under those conditions. And how the cops even described what happened doesn't match the video either. They said they announced themselves prior to them going in there.
That's a lie.
That's a lie. They didn't. They keyed their way in.
They keyed their way into his house.
Then announced that it was cops. Then kicked the couch that he was.
Because if I'm asleep on the couch and you kick the couch, I'm liable to wake up and be in an awkward. I could have my phone in my hand. You know how you laying down with your phone, and then you see a piece of the phone,
flashlights and guns drawn.
Yes, like, and y'all clap me and go, "Oh, sorry about that."
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And then the sad part about it is, they're gonna shave down, clean cut. They're gonna put suits on, and a jury of their peers
say I was, I had a split second decision.
To make.
He did have a gun
on the guise of all of the officers who are being gunned down around the country. And it just is what it is, and his life is lost.
Yeah, so that was sad.
That was very sad. Looked like a bright young man.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Today, Sandra Bland would have been 35 years old.
Yes, she could. She still needs justice, man.
Yeah. And I mean, what's the latest on that? Because I mean, you're not going to tell me that this, not to relive the moment, but this beautiful, young, spirited sister, you know what I'm saying, that had some kind of, or killed herself. Or what was the official story?
Nah,
I ain't buying it.
Yeah.
I ain't buying it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was probably one of the like I was like right out of college when that happened, and I was like, that bothered me so much.
Listen,
especially watching the arrest video, that bothered me even more.
Yeah, I watched the video of her just talking. One day it was random, and I couldn't stop crying, bro. It's like she was speaking directly to me. She was speaking my language, and you could see the life within this young lady. And so we want to just shout her out. And, she would have been 35 years old.
Real quick, I want to respond to Reek Judah. Shouts out to Reek Judah. Always bringing lively discussion, as you would say,
Okay.
to the chat. Right? He goes, a lot of you black conscious folk, not all talk bad about your own people when we feel some type of way about slavery. So that alone tells me what a lot of y'all are all about. But Judah, like, you confuse me. And this is just all due respect. You confuse me because a lot of times when we talk about some of these things, you kind of dismiss them as mundane because you go, if you're not following the Bible anyway.
Starting to think you agent like.
Yeah, like, because you go, if you're not following the Bible anyway, then none of this matters because, you know, so-and-so is coming to judge us anyway. You do that.
And then after our rant, only thing you said after our rant was we was caping for white men. If that's all you got out of everything we dropped down, I'm really confused about your capacity to retain information and have a real high vibration build.
Can you pass my charger?
You know what I'm saying? I really do.
Yeah, somebody Reek been tripping. Yeah, listen, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool, man.
And we leave you there for a reason, Reek Judah. We could definitely block you.
But we don't.
But why? Why? We giving you a chance to speak, but some of the things you speaking about is a little sus.
In the back.
You know what I'm saying?
Back, no. Right there. Yep. Hey.
So you raising my eyebrows, Reek.
Yes.
I don't know who you are, but you a contrarian. If I say blue, you say red. If I say up, you say down. You know you get people like that, right?
Yeah.
They just take the polar opposite of the side you take just because it generates a frictional conversation of such.
You can around.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm starting to, and you have people like that in your life. You know what I mean? They just want to take the polar. They don't hear nothing you say, or they hear just trigger words, and they want to take the opposite of what you said just because you said that. So I'm starting to get that vibe from you, because I don't think, do you ever agree with anything we say here?
Nah, it's like once in a real blue moon, but that's cool. And I don't want everybody to agree with us, and that's not what the show's about. That's one of the things about so dope about the show being live, because a lot of opinions
in real time,
they just happen. But sometimes it's like, dude, like I literally started off my piece with, I do not agree with what he said in any capacity. People are talking about the context of what Joe was saying, nigga, because it didn't sound like to me, and it's just being real, that he was calling black people niggas. It sounded like he was repeating what others said. He was just trying to be, it seemed like he was trying to be edgy by just saying the word. You know? And again, I don't agree.
And because you have certain freedoms as a podcaster to maybe say though, because he mentioned it in his apology, which was worse. But he mentioned how he was talking about Richard Pryor, Lenny Bruce, all the ones who did use it, but you didn't have to use it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. This is some fucking white man. They all think the same thing about you, so why should you be upset? You don't know fucking Joe Rogan. Jeez, God, let's move on.
Oh, yeah. So what do you think about what Kanye West is going through right now?
It's sad.
With his,
it's sad,
with Kim.
But I thought it was going to end like this with Kim, because Kim and them are part of a different conglomerate now. They're part of a system of elite socialism within the social media construct and all of that, and they're going to protect her at all costs. He has already gave enough breadcrumbs to say in his whole career, this man is unstable. So all she has to do is really play on that. One thing he's never been unstable about is his children, how he feels about his children. He wants to spend time in his, you know what I'm saying? So if that's the card she's going to play, it's going to activate a part of Kanye West that you really don't want to see. Yeah. And it's going to make him look bad because it's a passive aggressive thing that they're using. Her going to get with a wimpy little white guy from Saturday Night Live. She could have any man. She could have got a dominant black ball player to stand on her side. She didn't want to do that. She wanted to humiliate Kanye West by saying, I'm gonna let this little wimpy white dude smell the pussy. And that's gonna activate it even more, in which Kanye might want to attack him. And it's a whole system. She may be his handler. You know what I mean? And he's trying to break away. There's a lot of different components that go into
I don't
this
like,
process.
I don't like the games kind of making him look like just the crazy black dude. You know what I'm saying? Like in any.
Well, he hasn't helped on his own.
True, but especially when it comes to like divorce and stuff, that could be messy. But when you bring kids into it,
Yes.
And one thing I know, and I'm going through it. I'm not going through it. I don't want to put that, but black men with their kids, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like people
The
don't.
ones who really care
about their kids
and love their children.
Again, I'm not going through it. I didn't.
Just think about Tyrese.
Yeah.
What do you want from me?
Yeah.
Here's a dude who's been in action movies.
Yeah, like I'm a new dad, and like I don't know what I would do, bro. Like if something was, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't even think it. I don't even like thinking like that.
No, absolutely. And it becomes very tough. Now the dads who don't give a shit, we're not talking about them anyway. So
no, but there's even dudes who like really don't get along with their baby's mothers, but they still don't play about their kids. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. The ones who care about the kids under any circumstances ain't got nothing to do with the baby mama.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the niggas who don't even care about their kids.
That's a fact.
That's just a whole different can of worms. And if she knows he cares about his kids, so that's going to be a problem. First is 5. Thank you.
Thank you for the super chats to everybody who has donated. Somebody said, "What are your thoughts on Harvard retracting the piece on ADOS? I haven't heard you speak on it." I think I did read something about that.
I'm unfamiliar with it, so I don't want to speak on.
I think I did read something about that because I think it was a few professors who basically tried to discategorize what the ADOS movement was about, and then tried to make it a Democrat movement.
Oh, like a subpart?
Like a subpart for the Democrats. Okay. And then they had to retract their statements because obviously, Tone and Yvette, when they talk about like the ADOS movement, about it being a lineage and what that lineage is due.
Right.
In this country, you get what I'm saying? So I think that's what it was. I'm not sure. You can send me the article and
Please
I will read it.
Please do, because I'm a little unfamiliar about that particular Harvard piece.
Yes.
But I like to read up on it and, stay abreast as much as I possibly can. But back to the Kanye situation.
Yeah, and his doc comes out next week, right?
The 16th.
The 16th. Yes,
the 16th. Netflix doc. I don't think he has anything to do with this documentary.
That's not his footage?
No, I think that's the dude. I watched the trailer. I believe that was his boy that was with him the whole journey until obviously Kanye reached a certain level.
Gotcha.
So I think it's really all of the early years of Kanye's struggle and trying to be, in the industry, being creative, being a force, being a shining light, all of that kind of stuff. So until that light got dim. You know what I mean? And, once his mom's passed, and then, with the, the Kim Kardashian situation. And I'm not saying he doesn't love Kim.
Yes.
And all of that, but once we start, because he doesn't want his kids on TikTok, yes?
Yes, that was an argument, or that was something that was for debate. I saw it online because he said he doesn't want his daughter on TikTok because he feels like a lot of that's, just internet with your kid.
Yeah.
I get it. Kim is saying, well, this is how she expresses her creativity, and she is being monitored by me. I'm her parent as well. So it feels like, I don't know.
And then you got to understand, she's the lineage.
Yeah.
So they got to keep this social media empire going.
Yeah.
So, and I could be speaking out of line when I say this, Kim and them probably already setting the kids up to have kids shows because they've turned my man knocking her down into a multi-billion-dollar industry. You know what I mean? So, because other parents do that too. They got them little kids shows with. So maybe she's looking at it from that standpoint. He's looking at it from how the internet could be with little girls on there dancing and just the perverted nature of a lot of people, and that you want to keep your kids private as much as possible. So, it's a battle that they're going through. And you do have parents with different ideologies or different views on how those are your main struggles. Yeah. If I don't want to vaccinate, you want to vaccinate. I don't want them to be Christian, you want them to be Christian. So we have to have these, you know what I mean? Because we wind up getting in these relationships and not realizing that, we're not evenly yoked in reference to what we want for our children because we don't think that far ahead. I'm on the train crowded. Shit. So that's all I'm thinking about. The train is crowded. You know what I mean? So it's a deep conversation that once the child is here or now you're pregnant, we got to really have real in-depth conversations because life is about a compromise.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So.
And I see we made one of our cardinal mistakes was just mentioning ADOS because everybody's going off.
Uh-oh.
In the chat.
Why?
Because they are Democratic Front. And
again,
Tone and Yvette and Tariq said this.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I stay out of those conversations unless I'm trying to make a funny. You know what I mean? And that's just me lightly poking at them. But I truly respect when you stand for something. But we following the money. Yes. So is this truly about just money, or is it about something else, connecting people to their lineage, or is it about a reparations check, which is if you follow it, it's follow the money.
So Jay Naiman said, "I'm FBA dose."
I like those.
I like it.
I like that. I like that.
I like it.
FBA dose.
I'm FBA dose.
I like that.
That's funny.
I like that. Should put that on a T-shirt.
Yeah. They might sue you.
Have them calling us up.
They might sue us. But yeah, and I feel bad. The only reason, back to the Kanye thing, last thing, the only reason I kind of feel bad is because, like, not really, or I do, because one, I don't want to see a black man looking crazy when just trying to protect his kids. Also, it feels like a lot of people are going, we told you so for the years you were with this, that's how it was going to end up. And we kind of have no sympathy for you right now, so kind of deal with it. And I was just like, I kind of get that too.
You kind of get that point too.
Yeah.
Like, dude, what did you think was going to happen? You married a chick who already was famous for doing some most infamous things known. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like,
Side note, you see the video of the sipping paint?
I want to talk about that on the after show because I have a long story about that.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Would you post naked and pictures people can take?
Nah.
Filming of you?
Nah,
I'm with that. But I'm gonna look like a child from Somalia. It ain't gonna be pretty. It's gonna be some gut in there. So if you okay with that, I'm okay with that. I'll go to a new beach right now. I don't give a shit. Nah. I'm like, hey ladies, how y'all doing? Y'all all right?
It's kind of like it's kind of wild.
Yeah. So now they moved it from sipping paint to
stroking paint.
Stroking paint. Sucking paint.
Well, we'll talk about it on the after show.
Okay, be there for the after show.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about some things.
So I think we have to take another commercial break.
Let's do that.
We shall return.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. What up?
Peace.
Urban X Nation, if you are not already a member, now is the time to become a member to our exclusive membership at urbanx.nyc, where you're going to get a bunch of exclusive footage by the #1 father and son team on the planet. Let me tell you what we're going to get.
So first, every morning, Monday through Friday, you get a morning message from me, inspirational to keep everybody hitting their goals. What else we got?
We got the after show, where it's unadulterated, unscripted, uncensored information, and you also hear from Mama Dot.
We also have the Real Mentality coming. That is a show specifically to get the male point of view, to get a real men point of view, all male cast, and we have some special guests coming as well.
And the Black Dot will be teaching master classes. That's right, master classes on the subject of hip hop and all other things connected to Urban Decoded.
And a bunch of many hours of extra content we have that we just put up on the membership just exclusively for you.
So we need you to click the link below. Where's it? Right there below. Click that link below, join, and let's get rocking. Peace. What makes a great t-shirt? Is it fashion, fit, comfort? Is it what's printed on the front of the shirt? Whether it's a humorous message, political, or a social statement made to bring awareness to a noble cause? At Urban X TV, we believe that all of those things make a great t-shirt and then some. So we wanted to create a t-shirt line that was a little bolder, a little bit more challenging, one that stepped out of the boundaries. So we decided to introduce to you our Not So Subtleties. It's one that speaks to the sentiments of what's going on in our environment today. It's one that will spark conversation. So log on to urbanx.nyc to pick up your Not So Subtleties today, or shop urbanx.com to pick up the latest in urban apparel. We thank you for your support. Peace.
And we're back.
Motherfucker asked me, where was you at between 4 and 5? Some motherfucker kindergarten. Yeah. Run up on me, police ask me where the fuck I'm at between 4 and 5. Kindergarten, nigga.
No, we're having. Is there cheese in Rasta pasta?
Not my Rasta pasta. I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure it is.
No, it's noodles. It's pasta.
What's in the sauce?
Not cheese. I don't think. Don't say that, Malcolm, because I like the Rasta pasta. You only held accountable for what you know. Now I can't eat it because you're going to drop truth?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I don't know. To my Jamaican people out there, is there cheese in Rasta pasta, like a white cheese sauce or something? Or
look, you can make it with like a cream, or you can make it with like Alfredo
cream is
sauce.
Cheese. Cream is just
what about Alfredo?
Alfredo was Parmesan. All of that shit is cheese. Yeah.
It's different ways to make it. So,
anywho,
Rasta pasta from Footprints is amazing. Yes, it is.
Footprints is that shit is crazy.
It is that is crack.
That'll make you conjure up some people.
That is crack.
Yeah, that is crack. So I wanted to also put out there the notion that going to a nude beach and that you're just gonna see beautiful, strolling, sexy Amazon women on the beach, and you like, man, this is paradise. No. It'd be a lot of wrinkly, old, stinking white folks just out on the beach naked. This shit can be a horror story. So don't go to the nudie beach thinking, titties down to your waist, big old asses blocking the sun. You know, white people have this thing about their nakedness.
Oh, yeah.
They don't give a fuck.
You ever been to the gym? You're just like, yo.
They don't give a fuck. So they just let all that shit. So don't get that in your mind that it's just gonna be beautiful, golden black sisters there, and you drinking champagne and y'all having a conversation, butt ass and no.
So Yo Gotti did something super dope. So he had like a challenge on social media to where like he had a song. And then he was like letting other rappers and like people on Instagram like put their own verse.
I really thought that was dope.
So he made it to where like he's like, anybody who wants to use it to make it like their own and make money off it, you can. I'm releasing it. Like I have the masters to it.
That's so dope. So dope. I don't know why artists didn't do that a long time ago.
Yeah.
Because it's a form of engaging your fans.
Yeah, it's fire.
And then if it come out fire. But I already heard DJ say, yo, do not come to the DJ booth telling me you got a Yo Gotti exclusive and it's you and Yo Gotti on the shit. And you want me to bump the shit in the club. Because you know how niggas, I got this exclusive. It's got Yo Gotti on it.
Yeah.
Word, son, give me that. Next you know it's me and Yo Gotti. I'm going to do a version of that. Send me the track.
Oh, God. Hey, see, I shouldn't have said nothing, y'all. My bad, y'all.
Yo, son, you trying to disrespect my skills?
Shouldn't have said nothing.
Shit. No, send me that track.
I think that's dope. It's kind of revolutionary.
Yeah, it is.
You know what's crazy? Because people do that with books, though. Like, they'll have, like, a book and they'll just kind of license it out to people. You want to add something.
And you want to add something to it and keep their name on it.
Yeah, the whole book is written, so you can just say forward by or co-written by.
Yes.
So
shout out Yo Gotti for that particular move. Mm-hmm. And watch, others will start doing it as well.
Yes.
Maybe one of your favorite artists will do it, and you can add your piece to it, And he said you could put it up on iTunes, whatever.
Yeah, he said make your money off of it.
Make your money, and that was really, really dope.
Yeah.
And innovative.
Oh, did you hear about the banks freezing Wendy Williams' account?
Why?
Because they are under the impression she has dementia, and I guess somebody told her that, and
because they said somebody was trying to rob her for her money or something.
Mm-hmm.
I think Choke No Joke said people's, looking at her condition. Man, you know how people get over money, bro. They don't even wait until your body cold.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. They stepping up trying to get that money right away. So, well wishes out to Wendy, man. I wasn't always in agreement with her platform, but you never want anybody to have to suffer or go through any of that magnitude. So, I hope she's well. I know she don't do her show no more. I think that's officially over with.
Yeah. Hold up.
Okay.
Sorry.
Somebody said must have been all that coke. I can't deny that either, C Diggs. I really can't. That much coke. Yep. That'll do it. That'll definitely do it.
Did you hear that black people's collective spending power hit over $1 trillion?
1.6 trillion.
That's nuts.
And it doubled since 2000. Right, so the last 20 years, however,
yeah,
Spanish people's money, our shit doubled. Their shit went up 233%. Or
what do you mean the collective network?
Collective network. No.
Or
their spending power.
Oh, the spending power.
But we only retain 14% of our net worth. So that means we're making it and we're giving it back.
Got you.
We're making it. We're giving it back. We're not retaining it as much as we should.
Got you.
And so Angela Yee from Hot 97?
Yes.
Made a statement that instead of buying sneakers, why not invest into the sneaker company? And that led to a spirited conversation with us that black people are so conditioned.
Yeah.
We don't have that kind of time. We're into brands. It just is what it is.
No, so when people, and a lot of financial coaches do this, right? They go, yo, you want Nike? Don't buy the Nikes. Buy the Nike stock, right? And what you're doing is you're talking long-term thinking into like people, we're conditioned into instant gratification.
Yes.
I want the sneakers.
Right.
I want the sneakers on my feet.
Right.
But you're telling me to buy stock that I might not see a return in, especially a Nike stock, right? Nike stock is expensive. Right. So I might not see a return in, or worse, I might lose my money.
Yes.
When I just wanted the sneakers, you get what I'm saying? So
Power 105. Okay. I said Hot 97 is one of the shows. My fault. Appreciate it.
So you're telling me to substitute that, and it does come down to conditioning.
We don't even have time to make investments. If somebody give me $500, you would think they gave me $5 million.
Yeah.
And they want a return on their investment.
Yeah.
Right? I've had people give me $250.
Yeah.
And come back and get it in a week. Like, I'm going to need that. Wow. So, you know what I mean? And that's a part of the conditioning. But we have to change the conversation at the dinner table. You know what I'm saying, Malcolm? We have to have conversations with our children that our parents didn't have with us. More fortunate children are sitting around at the table with white people, and they're having these investment conversations that become so normal that the kids get conditioned to understand they got to put some away, they got to invest. So even if we don't have the money, we got to start the conversation.
That's a fact.
That's all I'm thinking.
That's a fact. Somebody said this just has to be said. Y'all clowning tonight in the worst way. First hour need a do-over. Malcolm, the right to free speech. So I'm really, really confused. So you would like to just say whatever you want on these white-owned platforms, by the way. But if somebody else, because if they take his right to free speech, where's yours going?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And that's my only thing. I literally said it, I repeated myself too, that I do not agree with what he said. I don't like it either. And I don't think there's...
Malcolm.
Yeah, people are slow, emotional. Look, what Locke say? Look at you, emotional.
Yes, stop.
Look at you.
Stop
emotional.
Addressing these emotional people.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't do it. Like,
and I preface everything we said about emotion. I need you to look at this logically.
Yeah.
If that's all you got from that, then my conversation with you ends. It's no different than talking to somebody on the street. and you say something,
Yeah.
and they don't process it, the conversation is going to be very
Yeah.
short. So whatever you got from this, we out here cooning, clowning.
Oh,
I
man.
need you to keep that. That's fine. That's fine. I don't have the time and energy
Yeah.
for that. I really don't. Those who know, they know.
Yeah. All right. Let's take some questions though.
Let's do that. Yeah.
Before we get to the after show, because
Yeah.
we're gonna have a good one. It's gonna be funny.
Yeah.
So they said the IRS abandons facial recognition program. They were trying to do it was called like me.com or something like that, or me.
IRS trying to get your
or
face.
ID.me, something like that. And IRS was trying to get your face. And then again, what does this lead to? Like social credit? Because the Chinese, the way that they do stuff when it comes to the social credit and the camera tracking, like somebody tried to buy a train ticket and they said, no. You have a low social score, so you cannot. You have to stay.
Man, bro.
So again, that goes back to the top of the thing. So if you on a no-fly list because you said something on Instagram, you said something on Twitter we don't like, you can't even move.
Yeah.
Or if because the big credit processing companies are all owned by the same. All of these companies are owned by the same kind of like 4 different companies.
And makes
right?
and yeah.
So it makes it to the point where I can shut you down completely, like vertically, like every step of your life, I can shut you down.
And I also said that's the new form of racism anyway.
Exactly, facts.
A credit score, because the credit score tells them if you got 500 credit score, that means you don't pay your bills. Mm-hmm. So we don't have to say you black and we don't want you here. We can say, well, 500.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that is definitely some serious things to look into.
Somebody, that's that new Pusha T. I heard a snippet, boy. That dude is bad, man.
Yeah.
That dude is bad, man.
He bad at gangster rap. I give it to him. Not gangster rap, drug rap.
Coke rap.
Coke
I
rap.
think the album's called Diet Coke.
Called Diet Coke.
Need that.
Ah, shit.
Need that.
Yeah, jeez. And this is what I mean too. I'm calling the police on him.
Listen, man.
I'm reporting Pusha T to the authorities because obviously he's telling the truth. It's on the record.
Somebody said, "Can y'all put the last after show on the site, please?" I think it's there. We have to probably move it up.
Probably got to move it to the front, to the top for you.
Yeah, it's definitely there. And the last one, it's still there. The link is still there. Somebody said the side effects of 5G since its release have a significant role in what's happening in the world today. What do you think?
I'm not really sure, but I do feel this them trying to control your behavior, because that's what they're trying to do. This is behavior modification methods, could have something to do with it.
Yeah.
We're gonna get this information 20 years from now. But we're in the quickening. I keep saying that. So things that are being implemented, a lot of us are on it early, where we would usually be asleep for 10 years before we realize what it is that they're doing. So everything that they're doing in real time, we now have the mental capacity. Some of us. Some of us are still slow.
Yeah, they mad that.
And
somebody who doesn't affect any area of their life.
Yes.
Some mean words in a prior podcast they've never watched.
Yes, they're appalled. Anyway, so we're at that stage where, because we said from the beginning the 5G, then they dismissed it. Now it's back. So who really knows? I would not be surprised.
Question: have y'all seen the Tinder swindle? I did see that. That was crazy. It's a doc on Netflix.
No.
It's a guy on Tinder. He was just getting these European girls.
Oh, that's
swindling.
easy.
Nah, it was like
he's Nigerian.
No. He was.
Because them Nigerians.
He was from Israel, as a matter of fact, and he was getting them for bread. He only got like 5 months for it, and he was getting bread from these women.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I told you call them. You make you seem yourself.
No, and it wasn't old either.
Bigger. No, you make. Women are bigger than you really are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You taking photos. Instagram allow you to take a photo by a window, look like you on a private jet. Make then you engage these women.
What he was doing, spoiler alert, what he was doing was the money he was getting from one, he was using it to fund his life to get the other to fund. Was ill.
That's what you call a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, it was ill.
That's a Ponzi scheme of a different
kind. That's what it is. Shut up. So what? Go watch it. It's still good. Shut up.
That's definitely a Ponzi scheme.
So somebody said this is interesting. Somebody said that George Soros is actually behind the trucker convoy in Canada now, right? People might be confused by that because on the surface, what the truckers are doing and what they're standing for seems like that's like, oh snap, they're standing against the mandates. I rock with that. However, if you're getting funded by Soros, like how George Soros does what the Rothschilds did to acquire their wealth. He funds both sides.
Both sides.
Look up how the Rothschilds got their money. They funded both sides of the war.
Absolutely.
So somehow they're getting their money regardless.
It's just war. It's just business.
War. Sometimes, and then the thing is, Pepsi, you need a Coke, right?
Yes.
So,
McDonald's, Burger King.
Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings. You need you need both, right? And I saw some people in the comments earlier saying Joe Rogan is controlled opposition. He's the age. That could be very true.
That could be very true as well.
And you actually said that. You were like, he could be put there because
I said that because they're giving him too much freedom,
right?
And we're spending too much energy on that shit. I said that a month ago or 3 weeks ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. Somebody said, "Dang, who can we trust?"
It's all should be suspect to you. This is what I mean. Don't get caught into this bullshit.
Yes.
Be an observer of things, but don't put your emotion in because they'll be leading you down this way. You think them truckers are out there fighting a noble cause, and Soros might be trying to take down the Canadian government. And he
for his own reason, yes.
For his own reason.
Yes,
he just used them as a vessel.
Yes.
The Black Civil Rights Movement, we were a vessel. For other people to get what they wanted. That's all.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is pay attention, follow the money.
Feminist movement. What did they do? They literally use black women and then get out of here.
Yeah, bye.
Get out of here. Right?
Absolutely.
Black LGBT people in that community, they use them to this day to divide black men and black women, like heterosexual black men and black women, and then the white people within that community dump them like it's nothing new.
Like a bad habit.
It's it's crazy.
How did he acquire his money? I'm not sure. He's a Russian. Is he Russian?
So I heard a rumor. This is all alleged.
Allegedly.
I heard a rumor that when he was a child, he was getting paid by the Nazi government to turn in other Jewish people because George Soros is Jewish.
Okay. So I heard that story as well.
I heard that. It was one of the stories I heard, and he changed his name to something else, and he was being used by these governments and stuff like that, and he was able to fund both sides of wars. He was able to bankrupt nations. It was a way, I forget what kind of investing he was doing, but he was like damn near bankrupting nations.
Yeah.
And then he was using that money to kind of fund other nations, like other good causes, you would say. It was crazy what he was doing.
And then
allegedly.
And then it's the sleight of hand. So you see somebody do something which you consider to be commemorable.
Yes.
And it's just like the Red Cross.
Right.
You know, like that looked like a commendable organization, and only 10% of what they do goes to, and the rest of it is used to funnel money and funnel people.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Right. So that's what that is.
Somebody sending in from the guy, Shanell said, those gay scenes make me cringe though in Ozark. I never watched Ozark. I heard it was good. Those scenes in Power, I have to go, God.
They got gay scenes
I know
in
which
there?
ones I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I know which ones I'm talking about.
Somebody said, hold on, let me see. You said.
So somebody said, y'all heard AJ Johnson from House Party, and she was the mom and baby boy. She said she had a threesome with 2 men on her 50th birthday. Now,
I heard that.
This might be my misogynistic brain, but I always thought like a threesome with 2 dudes was a train.
Malcolm, that is very sexist.
Sexist. I'm sorry. My fault, y'all. That was after show talk. I didn't even mean to bring that here. I didn't even mean to bring that here.
But you know, because you have these women who say, "Well, you can do it. Why can't I do it?"
Yeah. My bad. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. What else, guys?
What do you think about black people doing their genealogy, not the DNA test? I'm not familiar with the genealogy test. They got me for the 23andMe. I'm not gonna lie. I was one of the first people when it first came out. Now they probably cloning me somewhere. They got me. I'm just gonna be honest. They got me. So, connecting Urban X with another black YouTuber that's changing the landscape. How do I go about connecting Urban X with another black? Who's this other black YouTuber?
Yeah, email us. We'll figure it out.
Email us.
We'll talk. urbanx@nyc@gmail.com.
Yeah, but they got me with the 23andMe. I was like, I'm gonna find out who I am. And they came back and said, you are black. I was like, wow, man, this is a big moment. I gathered the family around, opened it all up, and we found out who I am. You are black.
That's funny.
Say, damn, guys, just found out I'm black.
That's funny.
Yeah. So I don't know about the genealogy one.
Somebody said 3 men mix in the train. Okay.
Yeah, I think there's an unwritten rule is 3, but even 2. I'm not.
I'm just
listen and listen. I'm from the music industry. We've had some wild ass parties, so I'm not saying it had. To, we've had some wild fucking parties in the '90s, being on tour. But yeah, I guess.
Oh, that's funny. Y'all men need to grow facts. I'm sorry, Courtney or Court B. I'm sorry, that's your name. Yeah, facts. We do.
What's that?
Somebody said we need to grow up. You're right.
Yeah, we do. You
right.
Grow up. Yeah.
Somebody said, who's Amir Locke? He was brother who got killed in a police raid, that was served by No Knock Warrant. Interesting. The judge who did the Derek Chauvin case was the one that signed off on that warrant.
Ooh.
Everything happens in Minneapolis.
Small world.
Everything happens in Minneapolis.
Small world.
Right? Crazy.
Small world.
What else we got, guys, before we go to the after show? You heard? What else we got? Any other questions?
Will Nagas gave us a shout out. Yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah, we appreciate him.
I mean, Kev, that's my guy. I call him Will Nagas. His name is Kevin something. Yeah.
People was like, Kevin?
Yeah, I'm like, Real Nagas. You mean Kevin? Yeah, that's my dude.
Yeah.
And he needs to get in touch with me. Kev, I don't have your personal number. Hit me up at urbanx.nyc because somebody, been trying to get at you about something important.
Nice.
So let's link, and he asked you to call him too.
Yes, I need.
Yeah, we all got to just hook up, get that link going.
And with that being said, guys.
Yeah, Kevin Barringer. Okay, that's his name. All
don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you have any...
28 for 28. One more time.
Yes. If you want to go get some of this merch for 28% off and get an extra 5% off, don't forget to text UrbanX at 917-810-3077.
810-3077
for the extra 5%.
For the extra 5%.
28% off the entire site. ShopUrbanX.com.
Yes. And if you just want to get a text alert from us, because YouTube is not telling you.
Yeah, we just text everybody on our list.
Text everybody on the list now.
We're live with the link to go live to watch us.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
With that being said, if you have any gripes, if you have anything, don't forget to just leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? Hit us on Twitter as well. Follow us on Twitter at UrbanX_NYC.
But if just before you get in your emotions, calm your emotions. This way we can have a logical conversation, because I'm always with learning. But I can tell by the vibration of the words that you steaming and you mad and you moving on emotion. Yeah. And I like that, because I just swat you down like a fly and send you back home even more pissed with facts.
Yeah, all right.
And logic. So hit me with facts and logic, and I gotta go, okay, yeah, that's a good point. And if you follow me on YouTube and I'm in the comment section, I'll be the first to say, yeah, I think you're right about that. Oh, I might have took that too far, or I can see where you're coming from, or I appreciate.
And if you watch us long enough, you know, like sometimes we'll say some information that be dead ass wrong, or we just don't know, and somebody in the comments in the chat will tell us right in the moment. We go, thanks our chat. We love our chat.
Appreciate it.
Because y'all fly.
Because y'all fly like that. You know absolutely.
With that said, man, peace, man. Members, we'll see you guys in the after show in about 15.
Yeah, 15, 20 minutes. Give us
20 minutes. Give us a
run to the bathroom, get something to eat, stretch your arms, stretch your legs. And we need an after show alert.
Ooh, what we do?
No, but they got members.
Yeah, we do. We send out emails.
We do. Yeah, if you pay customer, you get an alert. I'm just thinking out loud. Just thinking out loud. So with that being said, for those who like us, for those who don't,
peace.
We appreciate you tuning in.
We appreciate y'all, man. Peace. Later.
Peace.